Hi everyone. I just need to begin because I'm trying to take notes here and read into this because I do feel a few different energies here. First of all, I just want to say quickly that, sorry, let me make sure that's turned down. Okay, thank you so much. Today I had to do some rescheduling. If that involved you, thank you so much for readings. I really appreciate that you are patient with me. Just because something came up earlier. And for everyone who's made donations, thank you so much. I have not gotten back to any of you recently because I've just been super busy and I have to go through the PayPal to find your email and all that stuff. So just thank you so much. I want to say that now. And also, I do have the special running until July 22nd, which is my full reading recorded. So it's about 50 to 60 minutes. It's about an hour. And I'm doing it for $75 until July 22nd. You can book that for those of you that are interested. It is recorded, so I don't need your time zone. And it's going to be what I pull for you from the cards. It's not really about a whole bunch of questions, though of course you might have a theme you want to focus on. Usually people want love. So there you go. Okay, so let me begin and get right to this. As I said, I was trying to read all these cards because the meanings in these cards, I'm using the fairy cards, which I don't use very often. They're just so deep. To begin with, I did pull some cards from the resolution section, but what came out was it was all just a dream. But what I took that as more than anything is that for some of the Geminis, you guys have kind of been in a fearful state or had some pretty rough last couple of years, and it's about to change. It's like you were in a prison, it's like you were in jail, but everything is about to change. And this is in regards to love. But to be honest, as I say that, I look and I wanted to say money too, but there's nothing that's talking about money, but there's abundance here and abundance in love, which will bring abundance in everything. But I do see this, this picture of a handsome reward, money, car keys, thanks. So who knows what that means for someone? There's a card here that says thank you. It could be like a surprise, right? So that's kind of cool. And I didn't even think of that. So let's begin. These two cards came out first because I was trying to pull some cards from the Fury because I need to read on them a little bit before I jump to, coming on here to speak about it. And then my memory just goes blank anyways. So I take some notes and see what happens. So the way I read this was these two cards first because they came out first, but also there's this element of water. So some of you may be dealing with a water sign and I'll tell you why, or someone, whatever, I'll tell you why after. The next two cards are representing you for sure, Gemini, because I'll get into that. And then, okay, I didn't realize there's three. I was only realizing these two cards, which I'm going to stick to for now, and the feline and the death card. And this tells me that there's been a delay in a completion with a situation external to this, obviously here, but there's another situation here. There's a delay in completing the situation and tying up the loose ends and getting out of this and ending it. So I'm going to begin here and then we'll get to that. So the first two cards that came out, especially the first one, when I read on this is about water. This is about emotions. This is about someone who was very emotional that you were dealing with. And I really, truly feel like this person may have been very distant from you. And as to what the heck was going on, who knows? Because you look in the, not as in with you, within this person's life. This is a card about someone who is absorbing the emotions of people around them. But I looked at that even deeper, like this person had to deal with the responsibilities of those around them. There was a lot of situations. There's men, there's women, there's tricksters, there's angels, there's magic mushrooms here. There's healing here. There's anger. There's just a flood of emotions here. And this person was trying to collect them, trying to deal with it, trying to sort this out. And I do feel that this is who you were dealing with. And I say that because You may have gone through this stage already, you know, because this is a love reading technically. It's karmic love reading, but karma is in every situation. This could be about your twin flame, seriously, because it's like I was confused at first with this card if this was you, Gemini. And if it was you who had gone through this absorbing of emotions of the people around you and having to deal with all of that. But because of the fact that the moon card was under it, I felt that this has to do with either a water sign or someone who has strong water elements. And, you know, I don't always call out signs, especially not with these cards, but because, you know, these are not your tarot cards at all. One of my favorite readers uses these, Manny, her name is, or her channel is called, she puts out a reading once a week. But anyhow, we have the moon card here. So let me just, and the weird thing, not even the nice thing, I've had this deck for years now, at least 2 years. It was a gift from someone on the channel. And it's in sequence, number 37 and 38. So this was happening just the way it was supposed to happen. So here we have this water. It's called Lesti, Moon's daughter. And for me, I'm just picking up that, you know, goddess of the moon energy or that water sign energy. And it's not necessarily masculine or feminine whatsoever when I read these cards, especially these two when I'm talking to you, Gemini. So last cast in shadows. This is about coming out of the shadows. So whatever this person was dealing with, it's like they finally were able to move forward. And this could have something to do with you when I explain what your energy is coming up with. This is about guidance. Let me see. So this is a person who has gotten their wits back about them, their confidence back about them. They want to play, they want to have fun. That's just what I'm picking up. But you may be finding apparent random events and ideas are falling into a pattern and beginning to make sense to you. Things may be flowing more easily than you are accustomed to, and your decisions and choices may be bringing an unusually high degree of success. Psychic abilities, hunches, intuitions are becoming clearer and making more sense. There's dreaming, psychic dreams, future telling. So this is the interesting thing. Now, I don't know where I picked it up, but I remember before doing your reading, I don't know if it while I was cleaning the decks or clearing the energy, I wanted to tell you the person you're dealing with is very psychic, spiritual. I don't know. Oh, it was from this deck. I was clearing this deck. I forget what cards came up. But you are dealing with someone who is very spiritual and who is very psychic, whether they actually know it or not. They're figuring out how to use their powers. And this is where I think this is partially the mirroring of you. Because the first card we have that came out is Nelly, the alchemist. So this energy of a creator. Now, where is that? Sorry, I did pull it up. And the next card we have is the green woman. Number 23 and 27. And yes, I'm going to pick a few key notes to tell you why I think that you're actually your power and you got your power back one way or another. It's almost like you're in two different worlds with this person in a sense. Like you're focused on you. You're focused on doing what you want to do and enjoying life. And you just know that this person is going to come towards you. You know you're magnetic. You're like Mother Nature at her finest. You're just having fun with everyone. You're probably very grounded at this time. And it's working because even if I lay these cards out, it's like this person at first is looking down. They're in their emotions. Next thing you know, they're looking right over to the alchemist, to the person having fun. And it is like you guys are mirroring each other. And that's why I say you probably came out of this energy where possibly for the last couple years. Now, why did I say 2 years? Oh, yeah, because it says 2 years here. You may have been in some sort of a mental prison. It's like you may have gone through the dark night of the soul. And that's exactly what this person is coming out of now. So the green woman, oh no, the alchemist. Okay, inner transformation, irrevocable change. So this totally has to do with you just taking charge. And this was another message I got. It has to do with the fact that the moon card came out. I do feel like a lot of this has been revealed or brought to you. Sorry, my candle. I just had to blow that out. My candle just started leaking because there's an overflowing of emotions coming your way is what I'm going to put that as. But this moon card being here does tell me there is the energy of this Cancer moon and this watery energy, right? This emotions and this person getting their emotions in order, because that's what people did, especially now the last 2 weeks and probably for the next week at least. They went within and figured some things out, and they're releasing themselves from this prison, whether it's you or this other person. So let me read this card. When this chick, her name is Nellie. So someone may be dealing with a Nelly, or your name may be Nelly, which is a really nice bonus there. When Nelly turns up in your reading, get ready for things to happen inwardly and outwardly. The stuck becomes unstuck. The blockage begins to move. You may have to run to keep up with the speed at which the situation around you is moving. You may also be surprised by the direction things and you are taking. You may find your plans, even your desires and dreams, changing as the transformative process takes place. It may not have been in your plans, but later on you will look back and say, wow, it wasn't what I expected, but it was just what I needed. When we have been through such an alchemical process, we can never go back to what we were before, which is probably just as well. It really is, because once you're the green woman, you're super happy. And let me just read a little bit of that. You don't want to go back from this. Why would you want to? It's actually like a beautiful, beautiful spot to be. Okay, the green woman. Wildness, natural magic, expectant gratitude, okay. Yeah, you know you're going to receive things to be grateful for. Untrammeled creativity. The green woman dances naked in the moonlight and in the sunlight and in the shadow as well. And interesting enough, that card is about getting out of the shadow, you know, and it's about the moon as well. She doesn't care what you think of her. She knows her own worth from her experience of life. She is a feminine, vital, vegetative force that enables the root to crack the stone. Let me just read this part but let me go back here for a second. Do you see the connections in these cards? Because this is truly what's kind of telling me. This is a serious connection you're dealing with this person. Everything, it's that energy of you having to be a bit more ahead to pull this person out of their shell or out of whatever this emotional state was, just like you had to do it for yourself with the alchemist. You know, you're very strong and powerful, and of course you attracted someone like yourself, who in a sense, not that they need you. Look how many people depend on this person. It's not that they need you. You don't have the responsibilities this person has, but you have something that they're missing. And you can show it by example of getting your life in order. So maybe when you met this person, maybe your life was out of order and you got it into place. And then this person is going through this almost the same process right behind you, coming up behind you as well. So the green woman speaks to us of caring for our growing ground and the physical satisfaction of being our natural selves and practicing our own innate magic. This is a time for enhancing the growth of our talents and abilities, a time of blossoming that will bear fruit. It may also be a time of growing maturity and self-confidence. Experience trusting yourselves and trusting the process of growth. She also reminds us of material rewards ahead. So this is, you know, a message for the Geminis I'm reading for. There is material rewards, oh my gosh, ahead. And even in this card, it says they were given a handsome reward. So reward right now is a special word here. She counsels boldness and perseverance in the face of adversity. Yet she also reminds us that sometimes the only action we can take is to wait patiently and keep growing. So that's interesting as well. I may have to actually read one card here that's in between these two that I didn't notice. Be patient, as it said, because I do feel that we have unfinished business here in matters of something that is over and has to end. We have the feline, And for some reason, I almost want to say flea lion, like as in something that just is, it's a ticky energy. We got to get it out of here. But what this card is about is a delayed completion and a loose end that has to be tidied up in that sense, if that makes any sense to you. I want to read this middle card, which is he, the retriever. Let me see. Number 41. This might have something to add to this because we have the death card here as well. Okay, his name is Ibby, the retriever. Look at this. Office of Unclaimed Property. Oh, I'm showing my other camera, sorry. Of unclaimed property, hopes and wishes, loyalty. Office of Unclaimed Property. So before we even get into any of the actual meaning of this card, I'm already telling you that this has to do with delayed completions. So uncompleted events, something that has to be completed that isn't, tidying up a loose end. So now that we come here and read Office of Unclaimed Property with the death card as well, right? There could be some sort of division that has to happen with someone here. So if that's you that has the loose ends that have to be tidied up, well, then that's you. But if it's not, it's the other person. And this could be part of all of this. You know, it's more likely it has something to do with the other person who's dealing with like 100 other people's lives, something like that, truly, and events and life events. And I don't know, they've lived a lot. They have gone through a lot, this person here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to read a little bit more about that card. AB is trying to remind you of something you've lost, a hope perhaps, or a dream. Okay, so now let's go into this card in the way that they're describing it, because I feel like the actual meaning turns things around a little bit. But maybe not. Let me see. You may have thought it's gone forever, but he's holding it out for you for your reconsideration. He thinks you can do something with it now. Okay, so this it ties into the whole thing anyhow. There's something that's unfinished, and you know, this maybe you, maybe this other person thought that this was over, but there's something here that is not finished yet. It's also saying that there is a dream that is going to be able to come true. So even a dream that someone thought was not going to be happening is going to be able to come true. So that is what it is. We're going to get to the tarot cards and see what comes out there. But that's just a little starter as to what the message is. Let me just see any more notes I took here. Someone may have pulled away at some point and they're gracefully feeling a peace of mind to come back in. There's something about them that the waters have calmed, and I put down that, you know, the moon sign plus this water energy could be very relevant. This person is sensitive. Yes, okay, I wrote that down. I didn't remember which cards told me that though. Okay, so let's get... I want to see actually, because this is, you know, we want to know about the other side of the karmic situation here. Let's ask about this death card, this feline. Okay, so look what we have here. This is interesting. And what's at the bottom? Okay, yeah. So this is about, you know, it said property, it said office were the two words. We have the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles here. We have the Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. So what this has to do with is literally, there is some sort of a situation here. Ace of Pentacles is about love, but it's about growth. It's about abundance in love. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be about, there was some sort of a connection of abundance with material wealth or material love with this person. This would make sense why there's something that's not the ends need to be tied up, tidying up the loose ends. With the 7 to the 8, this is a card about investments. It could be about family, it could be about business investments, but there's investments here, and the 8 of Pentacles is about money. So in that end, I don't think we need more. Okay, let's do it actually. I want to make this a full reading. So let's see. Let's get more on this person. So what was going on between these two people? whoever this may be, if it goes for you. But anyhow, look what we have. This is pretty good, Gemini. Your reading already is one of the best. So we have the Emperor at the bottom, but what was going on between these two people? We have the Siren card. So this is the energy of the woman who called a man in, and it was his job to basically decide, is he going to follow his dreams, follow his hopes, follow to this green woman, or is he going to be a victim? And I mean, with the Death card here, and the, you know, tidying up the loose ends, and that card that said, you know, unsettled property or whatever it said, the property has to be dealt with, things have to be divided. I take it he made the right choice. But, you know, let's clarify this Emperor. What's he up to? And, you know, it's interesting because Three of Pentacles here, this is a man that was blindsided. And that is what that means, this card. He has the thickest goggles on, and he has a paintbrush. And it's like he thought he was in the right picture. He wasn't. And it's time to paint a new picture. But what I like a lot is that this Emperor, I feel like he's looking over here at this Sun energy. There's just something here. It's like, you know, he's not looking at this Siren. That's for sure. He's done. That's the truth, Gemini. You know, and I'm not even going to put, look at that, 10 of Pentacles to clarify her. I'm not even going to put this person in a bad spot. You know, a siren, we can use this, we can say siren as a test. It doesn't have to be a girl that manipulated and used magic tricks. And, you know, she may not even know her trauma and her issues that she reflects onto others. But whatever this is, this was a test to this masculine. You can have this fake home. You can have this, you know, she has horns on her head. The dog is terrified. This forced energy here. You can have it. You can have this pretend life. Or you can learn the lesson and make the choice to follow your bliss and follow your happiness. And it looks like this person, and, you know, staring at the Sun card. And then here we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. So interesting enough, though, like, where does this tie in for you, Gemini? Because why do I feel, I don't know, I just feel like it could be Leo season, it could be August. You could be embodying that energy of the Queen of Wands because you are magnetic. You are coming up as the green woman. The green woman is the woman of nature. You have very strong Leo energy right now, but I feel like there's more of a message there that I'm not picking up right now, but I'll try to get that after. You're seriously embodying some beautiful energy. And, you know, as a side note, you and this person have the same wants and same desires and same dreams, as a side note, okay? Whether or not you know that, you do. You have the same vision. You want happiness. Is there anything else here? I think we need to pull from a different deck. Two of Pentacles I see. So really that's just telling me with the Moon card, you know, this Moon really had a serious energetic pull in this situation. Working towards getting to a goal. Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. The 3 became 2. The 3, you know, there was a choice made. The hung man became unhung type of a situation. Okay. So let's see what else these cards are saying, Gemini, because this is actually really interesting. I love the way your cards came out. The feline, the green woman, the moon, watery energy, the fact that it says what did it say about the property that has to be settled, or whatever the property thing was. But let's see what else is going on. Beautiful spot to cut, you know. That is about a connection coming in. That is about a commitment coming in. That is about someone who's coming in and who's serious. Oh my God, guys. Gems, this is beautiful. So this, I asked for, you know, the current energies that are coming in towards you. Whether it be in July right now, because I'm recording it today, July 18th, or whether, is it the 18th today? I believe so. Why do I feel it's like, I don't know. I'm feeling this Leo energy, guys, or number 8 or something, you know. There's wishes coming true here for you. And that's all I can say. It doesn't, I don't, look where I dropped the cards, you know, the 6 of Cups and the Fool card. And you're about to receive. And it's not, I don't know, you're going to have a lot of good luck, Geminis. Just stay on this plane and just stay riding this wave. Stay on this energy, because I'm not going to let any drop right now, because you have stuff coming in big time. Here we go again, right? Okay. So let's see what else we have here. What's the energy here? The 8 of, you know, this is interesting because the last 2 cards, I don't think I shuffled them, that I got here were the exact same. Look at, there's something coming in that has to do almost, and you know, it has to do with this full moon too that just passed. It can, of course, have to do with this same watery moon energy we're picking up. We'll clarify this. It's like someone's coming in, but there's more to this, obviously. Someone's efforts have paid off. Someone's coming to give you something they've been working towards. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles first. What is that? We had these are the 2 cards that were the last 2 cards in the other deck. So clearly there's something here to know. The 8 of Pentacles is being represented by the 9 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Could some of you be stressing? Wheel of Fortune, huh? I feel like there's something to do with money coming in, but when I see the High Priestess here at the bottom, it's like someone thought there was a secret, or was there a secret? Just tell us more. Tell us more. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, at the bottom. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 4 of Wands here. Let's see what the Knight of Swords has to do with. The Knight of Cups. I'm going to take it, you know. In the past, this has something to do with the past. Someone would come in, and we have with the Queen of Cups here. It's like someone, it could be that someone was living, I don't know if it's like so much of a double life, but a life definitely involving work. Definitely involving a dependent. Someone was dependent. This 9 of Swords is not the divine feminine, or this is like an outside. Because here the feminine energy, whoever the feminine energy is coming in as very strong Wands energy. We have very strong water energy, which I feel is the person you may be with. But here in the center of this mess, it's almost like, you know, to get these 2 cards twice, it's almost like this person had responsibilities they were taking care of. And they were running back and forth. There's something about running back and forth or going back and forth to take care of something. And this person is trying to recraft whatever this situation is. It's almost like with the 3 of Pentacles, this person is putting effort in to figuring out like how to perfect this. I don't know what that really, how that will go to you guys, because I do feel like this person now wants to move forward. This could be to his queen. This could just be saying this Cancer energy, like now with this Three of Cups. This would be July 2019. That's what this would mean. Like something's coming now. Cancer season, year number 3. Reunion, intuition, action, new beginnings, divine love. So what else? What is this coming in? This card wants this little chunk of cards wants to come out. And this was at the bottom. First of all, it's going to be a bit unexpected. It's like we have the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Someone was tied to a situation, and we have the 5 of Cups in reverse and the Moon card. They're going to be released from that. It's a third party type of situation. Like, but we already know that because it already told us there's loose ends that have to be tied up. Delayed in a completion. But it is moving forward because it's going from the 8 to the 9 of Swords to from the 5 of Cups. Now they're to 2 of Cups. You know, from the 3 to the 2. And it's happening right now in this season. Those cards wanted to come back out. Sorry, I hear someone talking, which is not normal. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. For Gemini, let's just say like coming up right now, the next. Ooh, now this is weird. But, you know, this time I'm leaving this like this. There's something here to do with this. We have the King of Wands that flipped out, and you may have saw how that like flipped in reverse now. But the interesting blah blah blah. The interesting thing about this, I pick up a couple things because we have the Queen of Cups here. There's something that has to happen. We're going to find out what this is. There's something that still has to, it's like this man still has to step up even more, but he has his eye on you, Gemini. I'm going to say that. Like he has his eye on a queen. He has his eye on this situation involving these cups and involving this reunion, but he's coming in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. And I do feel that this may be the same king energy because there's this energy of this man, you know, working away. So let's see what's going on here. This King of Wands in reverse. There's so many things I can pick up with this, and I'm seeing the Queen stick her hand out there. But more importantly, it's like this person is going to take a grip of this offer. And even with the 6 of Pentacles, that is about people like receiving, right? But we'll leave that for after. There's an opportunity being offered to this person. I'm going to clarify what it may have to be with because... And there's another message I pick up. This King of Wands or this masculine you were dealing with, he may have been, you know, emotionally unstable, in and out, whatever. That's stopping. If he was... I guess we say cheating, if he was seeing multiple people, if he was dating around, that's stopping. This person's ready to take a hold of something being offered to them. And, you know, let's see what that has to do with. More, please. One more. Let's just see. Something they were confused about. Now, let's see what this has to do with a connection. Something they thought was over, but we have the new beginning, the World card. They finally are realizing just how strong their feelings are for you. And then we come to the King of Swords with the Ace of Cups now with the 4 of Wands. That's true love. Now, let's get into this. So what this has to do with is this. I thought for a second it might be about work, but it's not. This person is about to take the opportunity. Whoa. And the Three of Swords was hiding behind the High Priestess. That's the secret. You know, there was the Three of Swords to the Two of Swords. Confusion. Now, how did I do this? This I picked up, I'm taking. Holy, I got myself. Well, here's the Two of Cups. Let's just leave it there anyhow. This Two of Cups will be realized. This Two of Cups will be connected. I feel like that came out way earlier, but anyhow. This King of Wands in reverse, this has to do with him seeing the future, looking forward, taking a hold of the opportunity. It can be something he went within to think about all that time, because we had that watery energy coming out during the Cancer season. That person who's full of responsibilities for others. So anyhow, we have here the High Priestess with the secret behind her is the Three of Swords to the Two of Swords. The third party's over. There's just loose ends that have to be tied up if you're dealing with a third party. If it has to do with work, then work is the third party. Now, here we have this beautiful message, and it can just, honestly, it can, oh my God, it can just go on and on and on. Let's just leave it at the Emperor. So we have this connection coming in, Hierophant and Eight of Wands. Something that was over with the Death card. Like, this is literally saying the turnaround is happening. In a sense, it's almost like if someone didn't see the connection, now they literally see it, looking right at it, looking at each other. If you can see that part, check that out. Feeling finally just how yin yang strong pure love this is. I know it's a Tower, but you went through a lot to get where you are, and it's just a strong level of emotions, true love energy, beautiful Four of Wands, love coming in. So this is actually, like, I knew it, Emperor here. I really did know this was how this reading was going to be. Now let me get some more cards here. Actually, let's pull one or two of these. Ooh. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. So use your magic. That's what it said, right, Gemini? I'm going to read the book here for these cards. Amazing. Let's see. Magic, secret. We figured out what the secret is. The secret is that there was a third party. It's over. I don't know why it's a secret. We're going to ask why is that a secret? Because maybe someone's not speaking on that so much. Destiny. Rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers. A giant woman glows in the cityscape. She is so tall she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxed the future from the constellations. Sorry, the stars out there, the universe. Conciliations. There is such order in the universe, in the golden ratio of the natalis, shell, or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are all magicians of our own lives. Wow. Now, what did I want to ask? I wanted to ask why the third party, like, why that Three of Swords is the secret with the High Priestess. Like, you know, some of you may just not have known, really. Like, you know, okay, let me just leave that how those fell out so I can look at them. See, oh. Once again, we have that sword energy. And it's kind of facing this star card. So what this can be saying here, and like, never mind that. It's something you didn't know. There's something here you didn't know, really. Maybe it has to do with what the third party was about. Because this new beginning's coming in. This King of Pentacles, again, we have here, is coming in towards this, like, innocent woman who's just, you know, the green woman in nature, living her life, going after her wishes. He's going to come forward. He's like literally in front of her, and he's about to give the truth, tell you the truth about something. It can be about the third party situation. It can be about living arrangements. You know, it could be about anything, but let's pull one more card from this deck. So you have abracadabra, you created this, you have the alchemist card here. You brought to you what you wanted, you manifested this, you put this out there. It could have been 2 years you've been manifesting this, whether or not you were with your person at the time or not. But you could have been putting that out there. I only want one card. So I'm going to take the top. But they're all beautiful that flipped over. Let me just say that for sure. Miss Sunshine. So I'm going to guess this is the sun card. And the moon. And remember, we had the green woman and it talked about her being part of the sun and the moon. So let's see what it says. Number 17. Sun, light, energy, courage, clarity. A woman rises high into the sky. Her hair shines bright like the sun. Her skirt looks like a huge building. She comes from a darker place. Beneath her lies gloom and shadow. This shadow energy has been here and it's been saying that you're coming out of the shadow. So keep that in mind. You can handle, it says even you embrace the shadow. You can handle it. You made it work for you. That's what the alchemist does. But her light is glowing. She is like the energy of life and the sun of the universe. She focuses her intention on the positive and is able to gain clarity. She leaves the night and fears behind. Wow. So gems, that's beautiful. I'm going to get a couple more advice cards, I guess we could say, from the Life Navigator deck. For Geminis, for advice. Power in peace. Those who love and practice peace leave beautiful ripples in their wake. Have you ever watched a ripple expand on water? They travel a very long way. So it's saying literally you have the magic, seeds of abundance, but you have the magic. What you put out, it will just like have a ripple effect, like the butterfly effect in a positive way. Nature knows the abundance is a state of being, of giving rather than hoarding. It is a continual flow of energy to the whole. Abundance can be experienced without having a large bank balance or with having a large bank balance. I'll put that part in there. I do want to pull from this deck as well. Now let's see what the message is from this deck. It can have to do with this. It doesn't have to. It's for someone though. Heart-to-heart conversation. Flirt. Getting to know each other. I almost feel like someone, you know, when this person, it's like you're drawing this person back into you. So here's a little advice just from what I pick up in the pictures. Show equally. There's something like that. Like, don't overwhelm this person, because remember, this person takes on a lot of energy. And yes, when they're extra cuddly, you be extra cuddly too. And if you initiate it and they're kind of standoffish, you kind of just, you leave space for them to come towards you. This is what I'm seeing in these pictures. There's nothing bad here. It's saying heart-to-heart conversation, flirt, and getting to know each other. We have the passion card, and it's like once this person knows they can feel safe with you, because remember, they have a lot going on around them. They could, the way the child card came out like that, there could be issues. There could just be issues. Oh, look what we had under passionate. It was hiding. This could be the one. There could just be issues that involve children. They could not want another like person to have to kind of take care of. They could be worried. They don't know if it's safe. I do feel like there's an energy of maybe worrying about dependency, right? But if you could just get over that and let them see that it's safe, this is your true love. This person, you know them. Where did that card go that was hiding? This could be the one. You know them. You already met this person. That's why, you know, they have to finish up some business, tie up some loose ends, and then they can come in, but they're going to be like sensitive. I said that from the very beginning. I picked up that energy that this person is very sensitive. And And it came out. Like, they were dealing with all of this, and now they're being drawn out towards you. You know, they were around people, whoever this ties they have to loosen up. At some point, this turned into like a very shitty situation. It was just gloomy and doomy. And whoever this person is that you were dealing with, Gemini, they couldn't be their truth selves. They couldn't. They just were not in alignment being in this situation with this, whatever this has to do with. It looks like it had to do with money and another person. And the situation is over, but there's still loose ends that have to be tied up, and there's still a delayed completion here. And even the way we have, you know, both people, like, even if this is saying it's closed, they're still hanging on to something, and still, so is this flea, this little flea head. So, you know, it's going to be ending, though. This person wants to open up. This person wants to be themselves. Whether it's man or woman, it doesn't matter. They're very wise with the sage here. Like, they're very wise, and they have come to some knowledge. Deep inside, this person is a very wise soul. And, like, of course, this person's attracted to this one. Like, look at them. She's all happy and, you know, happy to be with. Like, it's a great energy. And that's you, Gemini. I really, truly feel you've become the alchemist. There's some sort of a shift that has happened. You've learned to be patient, peace of mind. You learn to call in what you want. You're facing your truths, your desires. You know your power. And it really is the truth. Like, if you don't know your power, just do some manifesting. Look up some manifesting techniques. Okay, guys? So please do watch the beginning if you want to hear about this special. And thank you so much for everyone patient with me today that I had to reschedule with. I do have a special going on, so if you want to book it, it's a great one because it goes for an hour. So for an hour, that's really good. And anything else I can think of to say? Just thanks for all your likes. Let me see. I can look up here now and see what's going on a little because I have my laptop here. No fleas in your house. Yay. Hey, MK. Yep, last time they were standoffish, unlike any other time. Give birth next week. You give birth next week, Ivy. Congratulations, and happy birthday to anyone whose birthday it is, because I know it's still Cancer season. He owes me the truth. Well, it looks like they're going to come forward with the truth. To be honest, I kind of already forget every single thing I said there. That's, like, I don't know. It's one of those days. Everything I said has pretty much been erased. I'm just trying to, like, think for a second and see if I can remember. It honestly has, like, it left my brain. And that does happen sometimes. Let's see what else is going on. Juice. Lady Juice. But no communication, huh? Thank you. Resonates great. I don't know what to say when there's no communication. Like, oh, okay, let me look up this lady right now that I love to watch, and let me see if I can find her right now, because she will teach you how to deal with that. It's not you, it's not him, it's you. And it really is, like, I've used this lady's techniques, and honestly, she's amazing. I just have to find her. So she says, like, everything is you pushed out. And she said, let me just switch my account and see if that helps. She said, like, if you want to see where you stand, and if you want to see what your blockages are, look at what's going on. So the way you just said no communication, that's your belief. That, you know, he's not good. I'm not good enough to get communication. He's not going to communicate with me. Damn, I can't find this lady. She's so amazing. She only comes on twice a week. And I keep on telling myself I have to write things down, and I don't write it down. And she's always on here normally, guys. I'm really sorry. Like, I can normally find her. She's just like a lady with brown hair. That's not a great description. Let me see. Maybe if I go further. let's see. Sorry, guys. I really want to. Well, okay, here's one that I watch. You Are the Creator. I go by his stuff. It works. So the lady who I watch, she is on the Luda Devicha. Luda Devicha. The lady who I watch, she's a sexologist on Luda Devicha. And her name is Natalia. And you can find her on that channel. She is great for manifesting your partner. But for manifesting things like a phone call and all that, there's blockages you have to realize you have. And this other lady I watch, she's just, it works. Her clips are only about 6 minutes long. But the thing is, if you listen to what she says and you just practice it and believe it, like it's all a reflection of yourself. You're pushing it all away. You're pushing everyone away. Here's another lady I watch. Her name is Landra Onka. So LANDRIAONKKA. She's pretty good too with the manifestation techniques. Not my favorite though. My favorite is this one lady who's barely on here. Like twice a week isn't enough. I want to do actually like a video with her. If she would come on the channel or something, like we could do one of those split screens. But I can't find her. I guess maybe today it's not meant to, like, why? She's freaking the best. She doesn't have many followers. I think she's a little bit new on here. Maybe like a year. But the other ones I gave you, like You Are the Creator, absolutely great. Unfortunately, you know, it's not this one that I'm in love with. Her teachings and the way she teaches. And the other reader I love, Manna, M-A-N-N-A, for my weekly readings to see what's going on. I'm just looking like as much as I can for a second, because honestly, I can't believe I don't see her on here. And then after I come off of here, I'm going to go on my computer and she's going to be the first one up. But yeah, I don't see her, guys. So I'm really sorry about that. Working on forgiveness. He telepathically sent me something, but I freaked out. It's okay. Because just like, at least you know he did that. I did the reading already for Gemini. A lot of people where they criticize because I am a reader, and a lot of people do criticize what I channel. Yeah. Yeah, there's criticism on here. It happens. Sometimes you guys see it. You're on here when it happens, and finally, I don't care. It's a nice spot to be, because when it first happened, it makes you doubt yourself a little bit, but then you're like, no, because if you're a reader, you probably have read for people and they keep on coming back for a reason. Because it makes you wonder, like, how did I attract that? But my teacher, the first time it happened, my teacher said, you're doing something right when people try to stop you. So, and as long as you're helping people, really, you can't really care about what other people say, because you can't let them stop you from helping people. Me too, it resonates. I'm glad that reading read. That was a great reading for the Geminis, by the way. And I do feel that you're going to have great things come in. I was trying to think if there's another deck I can pull from, but I really truly believe, like, there's such strong Leo energy with you Geminis for some reason. Not 1,000% sure why. What is this one? Yeah, so I'm not doing readings today. And thank you for everyone that rescheduled. I had a whole bunch of stuff come up in the morning. And then I'm like, you know, I just got to rest and just work on what I got to work on here. You can ask a question. This is the angel answer. So we'll see what comes out. Let me just see what that message was. I thought he was lying, so I asked to come to me only when he's ready to give me the truth. You know, they just keep lying to me, but I keep collecting proof and know how I should keep channeling them. Oh, you're saying when you channel, the channelers are giving you lies. Is that what you're saying, Lady Juice? Sometimes if something like that, if it feels like that, criticism in what I channel. I'm confused what's going on, Lady Juice. Let me know. Sometimes though, if you just feel, I think I just saw an orb. I'm not sure if anyone else saw that. But if you feel like things aren't making sense, just take a little break. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. But sometimes you do need to clear your energy. Sometimes you really do need to just take a break from tarot. Like, don't touch your cards for 24 hours. I know it sounds like a small thing, but for a tarot reader who loves reading, and for someone that loves tarot cards and that loves like the art of it, and that loves, it's just like a part of my life. I don't remember the last time I didn't touch a tarot card at least once, even before the channel. I had tarot cards since I was a kid. My one deck is over like 15 years old, I think. I don't even know. I can find out because I just have to see when the store closed because I bought it at a closing. Okay, so someone needs to hear this. Listen to your intuition. You can ask another question. Look for the signs. It's like, that's together, listening to your intuition, because they will give you the signs. Everything will come to you. Yes. Let's see if I should keep channeling them or I should just block them. Yeah, well, if it's just like you're having some confusion with the energies, just take a break. Sometimes you need to clean your deck, leave it outside. Like, sometimes you just have to stop using a deck for a while. Honestly. But no, I don't really get too much channeling that I find is fake channeling. Like, there's something there for someone. And then also, I don't know if you use tarot cards with your channeling, just clarify more. Clarify, clarify, clarify. If you really need to clarify, you have to bring out 20 cards to clarify, do it. And if you need to totally put them all back in and re-ask the question, then do that too. I don't know why I pulled out this deck I never pull out. But Lucifer came out with the Tower at the bottom. Because all good things come after an ending. All good things come after an explosion. Like, it doesn't get worse. It gets to the worst, and then there may be a blow up with someone else. Okay, so this might be a side message. There may be a blow up in a third party situation. I'm going to say that. But it's okay. Because right before I was just saying all good things come after that. If you see it, I guess. I haven't used this deck. I only use it for private readings with new people, live. It's a little bit of a different deck, that's why. Let's see, so Lady of Swords. See this? And the Wheel of Fortune. Something's changing for someone. Let's see what's at the top of the deck here. The Chariot coming in and the Fool. It's almost like some women here cut someone out because of a third-party situation possibly, and there was an explosion at that time or somewhere along the lines. This is just like definitely a message for someone. But you don't see it. But this person is dropping someone and coming back. And what did I just say? The Chariot and the Fool card. So they're coming in for some form of a new beginning. Ace of Swords. That's definitely some form of a new beginning. And the Magician. So that's that. I don't know why I pulled out this deck. It's been a while. People who are non-believer just working the cards, but they ask for readings. Oh, you have non-believers disrespecting your cards but ask for readings. Are your readings free? Because if they're free, stop giving free readings. And if you have people booking readings with you that are that's like absolutely absurd, then I would start putting like they would have to fill out a form ahead of time. I don't have to do that. My people that book readings with me, I've had next to no issues with. I think out of like the hundreds of readings, I've had one psycho, I'll call her, and one very negative person. So she wasn't like, I could tell she was standoffish, but she wouldn't open up to me for some reason, and I could tell. And that's about it. Well, sometimes when someone themselves disappears, it's because they're trying to figure something out. And it could be what's going on with this person that they have to drop. How do you know, like, see, the thing is, too, you kind of got to stop thinking about the other person. You kind of have to be like, and I say kind of because it's like, it's an energy you have to possess where you've kind of released it and you're like, whatever they're doing, have fun. Like, I released you in peace. Not about have fun. It's not about being cocky. It's about literally saying, like, enjoy your life. Like, my love. Like, I love you. Like, I want the best for you. Go do what you got to do. Get your shit together. And just letting it go like that. Yeah, exactly. Good, Mrs. Juice. But, that's what, when they disappear. Hey, I'll tell you, mine did it. That's when I had to go through the most transformation. That's when I had to go. And afterwards, you may one day appreciate that they disappeared because you may have things you have to clear as well. So why don't, instead of looking at this guy and what he's doing and all the stuff he has to get rid of and deal with, instead of looking at that, why not look at yourself? Because I had stuff I had to deal with. And I'm so happy we actually had that long break because when he came back, I had no more baggage. I had no more, and I don't know about his baggage now. Like, I don't worry about it. It's not my concern. He'll deal with it. I just have to stay on that level of greatness and happiness. And I say greatness because I feel great. 1 second, sorry. Oh, whatever. I thought I was sitting on something important, but I'm not. So yeah, it feels really good. And then there'll be more stuff that comes up more lessons to learn. Not necessarily with him. It could be a totally different set of lessons, but it all goes together. Like my new lessons is about not interrupting when people speak. No, there's a fly in here. Great. No, my masculine didn't say that to me. I pick it up because you're going to start, when you care about someone and you're spending time with them, you start seeing things you do that you want to adjust. So you'll start working on yourself even more. And then you'll start wanting to better yourself even more. So there'll be this whole other new list of goals. But you'll get them. That's the karma. That's learning the karma of it. Judgment card, sorry. Healing myself and focusing. Yeah. Some people, whether you realize it or not, you're still hanging on to an ex. So keep that in mind. If your ex, like, even I can put it to you like this. If your ex even thinks it's okay to call you, you may still be hanging on to your ex. That may mean that you have not cut off your ex to the point where it's cut. And that's where it has to be. When you're going to come into union with this person, eventually, at some point, before it happens, you're actually going to have to cut ties to other people that you have. So it's true, though. If your ex still thinks he can call you, like it's nothing because you guys were so close, because you guys were such good friends, you should really, really check that. And I'm talking about recent exes. I'm not talking about your ex that calls you once a year, once every other year, that you were with when you were in high school and that's over type of thing. Like, Like, you know, just like, hi, like, oh, like, whatever, I heard you had a kid, congratulations, or whatever. Like, no, I'm talking about if you just had a relationship within the last year or two and you haven't fully let it go, well, that could be something you have to work on as well. That could be part of the delay as well. You kind of want to be in a spot where no guy thinks that they might want to hit on you and try to pick you up, but where it's like, you're not leading anyone on in any way. You're not giving anyone any sort of false hope. You're not giving yourself false hope. It's time for a fresh start. That's what our jobs are here, like to have this fresh start and to build something new in this world. So keep that in mind, right? Let's see what else we have here. Is there anything else? No, I think it's pretty good, guys. So thank you so much for all your likes. Feel free to contact me if you want to book a reading. Prices are below, but I do have that special I mentioned in the beginning of this. And that will be on until July 22nd. And anything else I can think of. Thank you for everyone that I had to reschedule with today. And thank you, Geminis, for joining me for this magnificent reading. It's honestly a great reading. I might go back and watch it because I forget everything I said. Go next. Oh, that's a silly question. Maybe you're not ready for this, honestly, if you don't know why to let go of your ex. Well, you can hang on to your ex and then you can see when your twin comes and what happens. It will just be repeat. But your twin is not a joke. It's not someone to, if you want to have like a whole bunch of guys, maybe you don't want to try to be on a twin flame journey. It really is like that. But okay, guys. Yes, you're welcome. Have a really, really good evening. And who knows what will happen. Maybe I'll do a karmic reading. I've really been picking up on this energy of these twin flame love stories. So I did a whole bunch. I recorded a whole bunch. And I'm going to put them out in the order I've recorded them, numbered. It's really interesting. The stories are all different. It's almost like, it's not the karmic story at all, but it's like that version of the story, but for twin flame loves and what happened. And some of them, you know, are coming back together. And some of them, it just tells the story of like the loss of the connection or the loss of the opportunity. And it's really amazing. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Bye for now, guys.